So today we try to understand your learning style. Now learning has, let's say, two components. One is understanding, one is memory. One of the things which I noticed with your body language is, while you're trying to say something, you're constantly looking at the book. Although the book is not visible, your eyes are looking towards that, where you're trying to derive information from the memory. Again, it's technically you can't see the book, but unknowingly, so largely, your memory is learning. Your learning is memory driven. You need to reduce the dependence on that. That is the reason why you worry that, let's say, professional ethics has got 11 clauses. Now, if you're trying to understand its 12, the first reading, let's say it's 11. How would it matter? When you first building it, the specifics do not matter, right? Eventually, on the day of the exam, it is reasonably okay. Now, you need to know there is no single cycle in which you can learn anything. There is no single cycle in which you can learn anything. It happens in multiple layers. You can only gather so much. So, when you're gathering something, initially focus on understanding. Don't get stuck onto the memory part. Once you understand, then you stick something onto the wall 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7, you definitely get to the specifics. So, right now, your overall understanding is enough. Don't focus parallelly too much on both memory and understanding. Understanding is different cycle, memory is separate cycle. When you have to focus on memory, memorize. So don't get too much confused. For example, one of the things you need to know is what happens in all this 11, 12 classes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. For that, rev up your memory skill, memorization. 1, 2, 1, this, 2, this, 3, this, 4, do that separately. Remove that. While you're understanding, focus on understanding the clause alone. Don't get too much attached to is it 1, 2, 3. Separate into it. This is number 1. Number 2, now you know the amount of time it takes to learn something. The reason why when you ask me for videos, when you ask for external intervention without putting your work, now you know this is the normal time which it takes for you to learn a couple of clauses. What happens in a video? By this time, professional in a fast track video, professional ethics is done by now. So it gives you an illusion that should be done in 2 hours. Okay. It is done for the faculty, not for you. Classes are for the faculty because it's an expert to do that. Now your mind cannot capture. You have a very unrealistic expectation of the learning speed which will keep, you listen to this for 2 hours. No, this is your reality. Your reality is it took you 2 hours to remember 2 clauses. That's it. This is your reality. Now instead of understanding this, if you repeat that 2 hour thing 200 times, still you won't learn even 2 clauses. You need to constantly know what is the level of learning which you can have. Now this speed can increase, this learning speed can increase. Listening speed is not equal to learning speed. 1x, 1.5x is only listening speed. It's not learning speed. I don't even call it listening speed. Now reading speed is not equal to learning speed. Speed reading, there are techniques to speed read. It's not equal to learning speed. You basically have to focus on learning speed. Now what do I mean by learning speed? Learning something with a view to apply. Now application starts with accuracy and then speed. So there are multiple layers in which, in terms of how the input works, processing works, output works. So this is for you to know all of this are parts of the learning ecosystem. How to learn itself is a huge chapter in itself. Getting it? Okay. So apart from this, we'll show you the concept of leader goals, which will start from today, where you know it's like competitive cooperation. So this is one intervention which we are doing from today, where you know where each of you are failing. I hope this learning part is clear in your mind. So don't artificially create useless targets which cannot be met. Just because you want to write both groups, you cannot write both groups. Just because you want, it cannot happen. You have to build an ability. It's not confidence building. I can do it in 2 minutes. I can make you think that you can write both groups. Capacity building, it takes months together for somebody to do it. So you have to get extreme level of clarity that confidence is useless. Clarity and competence. Clarity and competence. Clarity and competence. Clarity and competence together builds confidence automatically. You leave those two, focus on confidence. It's useless confidence. You lose it when you need it the most. Just when you enter the examination, it's gone. It's all there, you're pumped up. You enter the examination and it disappears like your friend. So this is exactly what you have to look at. Okay? Clear. Done.